Welcome to our part 2. In my last video, I looked at how the terminology behind digraphs, graphs, graphemes, phonemes, and I explained what all those different ones mean. So let's have a look now and see how we apply these when we want to decode a word. So in this video, I'm going to go through simple vowels and consonants. In part 2, I'll go into some more complex vowel groups. So the first word here, if we're going to sound this out, each letter here makes its own sound. So is the M, A says A, N says N, A, N, man. The next one here, every letter saying his own sound. So F, A, N, fun. Here we've got D, I, P, dip. Just be careful, sometimes children get these D's and P's and B's confused. Just correct them at this time and spend some time later practicing which way around they face. And I'll do a different video on D's and B's and P's later. Now in this word, we're not going to go s, t, because in this one, we're going to put the S and the H together to make the new sound sh. So this one will be sh, t, shut, because we've got the SH digraph there at the beginning. And if your child is still going s, then a good pattern is and of ship. Let's move on. So again in this one, we start the word with the digraph TH. So z, it's, this. And again, we've got a digraph at the beginning. WH goes together. It makes the sound as W, the W sound, W, E, N. There are a few places in the world where the dialect is slightly different, but generally most people are pretty close to the W in W on its own. So W, E, N, when. Then we get to get some letters together here. So we've got two consonants at the beginning of this word. We've got the P and the R. Now the P and the R still say P, R. They're not making a new sound. So we would still sound out all four letter sounds here. So P, R, A, M, pram. And the same in this one. The S and the L still keeping their own sound. So S, L, I, P, slip. Same's happening here. The S and the N are making their own sounds. S, N, A, G, snug. Now here in black, the letters at the beginning are making their same sound, but when we see C and K together at the end of the word, we don't go k, k. Effectively, it's a double letter, so it just says k. So with this one, we would sound out B, L, A, K, black. And this time we put the consonants at the end of the word. So we've got L, O, S, T. The S and the T keep their original sound. There's nothing changing there. So just four letters and four sounds. The same here in went. W, E, N, T, went. And again here in this word, B, E, S, T, best. So in this word, the S and the H together at the end of the word are going to make that new sound of sh. So this one we would sound out sh, fresh. Here, every letter makes its own sound. O, m, from. And here we've got two consonants at the beginning, a vowel in the middle, two consonants at the end. But all these letters are going to continue to say their own sound. So we would have g, r, a, n, t, grunt. Now for some children, they find it really hard to hold this amount of information in their head. So you might want to then chunk it and go gr, unt. So instead of having to remember 5 sounds, they're going to only remember 2 chunks, which is easier on the memory. So you go gr, unt, gr, unt, grunt. We could do the same with this word. So we could go all the sounds, b, r, a, n, d, brand. But this again may overload memory, so we may want to chunk it and go b, r, br, a, n, d, and, brand. So this word here, s, w, I, Now ng work together, making a funny sound. It comes out from the back of your nose. Think of it as strong. So we'd go s, w, I, ng. And again, if the memory overload is too much, we would sound out the beginning. S, w, sw, I, ng, ing, sw, ing, swing. And again, this is a longer word with lots of sounds in it. We've got the ng sound again. And we've got 3 consonants now at the beginning. So s, t, r, o, ng. But again, we could chunk that to make it simpler for memory load. S, t, r, str, o, ng, str, ong, strong. So in splash, we would notice that there's an SH here. So you can go s, p, l, a, sh, splash. Or you could chunk it up and go s, p, l, spool, ash, ash, spool, ash. So if you like my videos, please like them and subscribe them at the bottom here of the video, and that will give you notifications on future videos. If you want to check anything else out, tracyashbridge.com is my website. Part 2 will be up shortly.